When my back was at its worst, a day in life would be very easy. I wouldn't move. The second seemed like a day. It was only a few months in which I really hit my low point. That seemed to me like 30 years.
I guess hello world, huh?
Better than most. Oh, no, you can't do that.
How about that, huh?
It is over. The best season of the quarter century. Oh! Something is wrong with Tiger Woods.
This is physical.
Right.
This is physical now.
This is hard to watch.
When I swung a golf club, it felt like I was playing the game Bloody Knuckles, where you smash knuckles. It's unlike anything that I had ever experienced before. The uncomfortableness is when you hit your funny bone, how much that hurts. Every now and again you feel it zinging down your hand. Now do that 1,000 times a day and see what that feels like. There was a point in my life when I really couldn't do much of anything. It was a tough period knowing the fact that this is how the rest of my life is going to be. I'm gonna have to live this way. That was hard to try and wrap my head around. Can I get to the refrigerator or not? Am I really that thirsty? These are all random things, but that's just how life was.
As frustrating as it is as a golf fan, imagine his mind.
I had come to a realization that I would never play competitive golf again, and I would never play golf again. I came to accept that, and that was okay for me. I've had a great career. It was done. I would just like to have a normal life. I would just like to be able to play with my kids again. They would set up Legos and play around the chair because they knew that Daddy couldn't get out of it. He couldn't move, so they tried to help and feel like they were playing with me. But I couldn't twist, I couldn't get down there. They would go off to bed and I would be right there in that chair again, and they'd wake up in the morning and there's Daddy again. They'd be off to school and come home from school and there's Daddy in the chair again. I just didn't move. It was off the charts and very hard to deal with physically, emotionally, spiritually. It tested me more so than any other time in my life.
We start with an ailing Tiger Woods. He is going to miss the
cannot
Masters.
stay healthy. He just announced today that he underwent
Woods is struggling to return to professional golf. He suggested it might never
Tiger Woods
happen.
is out again for the remainder of this season and likely next.
This really could be the end for Tiger Woods.
The word fusion was a very negative thing. It would mean the end of my career. The word fusion means you're done.
The procedure I did on Tiger was called a minimally invasive anterior lumbar interbody fusion. I needed something that was safe and effective and had a proven track record. He had a very degenerative disc at L5-S1. He was collapsed and he had a recurrent herniated disc. He had narrowing of where the nerve hole went out. And what we wanted to do was to do one operation on him to cure him of that particular problem, take his leg pain away, and hopefully let him get back to whatever activities his back would allow him to do.
I had talked to other players who've had disc replacements, other athletes who've had fusions, but they were all cervical. No one's ever had a lower lumbar fusion and come back and have played at the elite level. It just never happened. So this is uncharted territory. Now, if I have this procedure, will I have a normal life? And will I be able to do things simple things like play with my kids, tie my shoes, drive a car? Just the simple daily activities, will I be able to do that again? Yes. Will the pain go away down my leg? Yes. The burning will go away. The twitchingness, will that go away? Yes. I'm in. When I woke up from spinal fusion surgery, they encouraged me to stand up. I was like, are you kidding me? Stand up? You just cut me open. Why do you need me to stand up? And, you're okay to stand up now. It's good. That nerve pain that I had been feeling for seemed like an eternity, it was gone. Like my right leg was working again. That was amazing.
Something we've said a time or two before. Tiger Woods begins a comeback.
When I was coming back and I started to play competitive golf again, everything was just a moving target. I was just trying to figure it all out on the fly. It's never going to be the same as it was when I was 25. I'm never going to move around like that again, but I don't have the nerve pain. I've had to learn how to swing the golf club differently. I'll never be able to torque my lower body and create the dynamic force that I used to. Who cares? My leg works. Those are things that I had taken for granted until it happened to me.
Will this be the day that no one ever thought would happen again?
I had never won a major championship while trailing, and here I am trailing Francesco. So I'm gonna have to do something I've never done before in my entire career, and something that I didn't think would ever happen again.
Tiger Woods has the lead. The impossible has become possible.
I remember walking up on that 18th green, and I kind of started to lose it just a little bit by saying, hey, it's not over yet. The jacket's not yours. Get back in the zone.
The return to glory.
You know, the flashback of having my dad at the back of the green, he's no longer here anymore. But my mom's there and my 2 kids are there. I mean, that was powerful, and certainly a moment that I will never ever forget. Now to look at it in hindsight, that I've won tournaments, I've won a major championship. I went from accepting it and having a peace of mind that I would never ever do this again, to all of a sudden monkeying around with my kids with the green coat, just hanging around the living room. It's wild.
I think that he's shown the world that you can still have a single level fusion and do incredibly well. Now, not everybody's going to go out and win the Masters, but nonetheless, he's proven that you can get your life back.
Everything I've been able to accomplish since my spinal fusion surgery has been icing on the cake.